A beautiful midweek matinee in store for us this afternoon from Soccer City, USA. Portland Timbers 2 getting ready to host Sacramento Republic FC from Providence Park. And welcome inside the stadium, ladies and gentlemen, alongside Laura Schott, former U.S. Women's National Team member and Director of Youth Programming of the Portland Thorns. I'm Judah Newby. Third time's a charm here, Laura. It's the third time Sacramento and Portland have met this USL Championship season, and it should be a good one. T2 has always played Sacramento tough this year.
They absolutely have. It's been three one-goal games. So Sacramento has come away the victor in 3 one-goal games. And this last game, T2 scored first. It was the first time this season they've scored first. And today, it's going to be a great matchup.
And one of the key players for T2, Max Ornstall at center back. He's going to have a key role to try to bring some stability to a back line that's seen some change over the course of the past few weeks.
Ornstall's been a mainstay in the back line for T2. He's worn the captain's armband. And in their previous game against Galaxy 2, he scored a goal off of an Anguiano corner.
Sacramento themselves have plenty of potency in their attack, led by their captain, Drew Skundrich.
Skundrich is a dominant force in midfield for Sacramento. He's worn the captain's armband. He will do the same today. And in the previous match between these two teams, he scored the tying goal for Sacramento.
It's going to be a warm one on the turf. Temperatures expected to get into the low 90s by the time this match waxes into full form. Coming up, we'll bring you the starting lineups and first half kick. Portland Timbers 2, Sacramento Republic FC from Providence Park on ESPN+. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. Midweek soccer here in Portland, Oregon. Timbers 2 taking on Sacramento Republic FC from Providence Park. It's the USL Championship on ESPN+. Take a look at the starting lineups. First for the home side, Portland Timbers 2. Hunter Solt will get the nod starting in goal. We'll also see a new name, Isaac Homer, making his first professional appearance with T2, starting at center back alongside Max Ornstall. As for the visitors, Sacramento Republic FC, led in by their head coach, Mark Briggs. Rafael Diaz, one of the strongest keepers in USL. Also, Drew Skundrich, highlighting part of that midfield attack. Cameron Awasa, Darius Formella, a couple of the stronger attacking players in USL Championship as well. It's going to be a beautiful afternoon for soccer. Alongside Laura Schott, I'm Chuda Newby, as we are just set play some soccer from a Providence Park. Third meeting between these two clubs since the USL restart, Laura, and T2 has played Sacramento tough every single time that they've faced off so far.
Yes, with Sacramento ranked currently second in the group in the standings, and T2 in fourth. Even though they're not side by side in the standings, they've had very competitive matches. They've all been one-goal games. And T2 took the lead in the previous game. Sacramento coming back to tie it up and go ahead in the 69th minute with an Awasa goal.
Yeah, Cam Knowles, the head coach of T2, called the 45 minutes of the first half the best 45 minutes we've played this season. In the last meeting between these two clubs at Papa Murphy's Park back on August the 22nd. T2, as you see it, moving left to right, and the visitors right to left. Cam Knowles, he says that his club continues to be improving with each match that passes, but just like everybody else, he's eager for the club's first points of this campaign. Dyson Clapier getting his first touches on the ball. This is Clapier's first start since returning from briefly traveling to Akron, where he plays collegiately. There's a cross coming into the box, and that is deflected out for a throw for Republic. Mark Briggs, first full season at the helm. He's been around USL Championship for a very long time, multiple stops. First full season with the USL Sacramento side as well. And his club battling Reno at the top of Group A in the standings. Top two teams from the group at the end of the regular season will advance to the playoffs. Left-footed cross comes into the box. That is Isaac Homer, his first touch. A header to clear the cross. We'll talk about Homer a good amount today, making his first professional appearance with T2. An academy product. So many strong academy products for Portland Timbers 2 on the pitch. Farhad Dodko, the head referee. Long ball comes in toward the box. There's Marcus Epps on the other side of it. Flag stays down. It does go out. It will be Sacramento throw deep in their defensive third. Now Laura will see Dyson Clapier on the right attacking wing. Marcus Epps starts on the left attacking wing. An intriguing combination for T2's attack as they look to combine with Calixtro and Villegas throughout.
Those two have had great games on the wings, with Gonzalez taking a knock and having an injury. We may see Gonzalez today, but those two have been very potent out wide.
Dangerous cross comes in, and it does go all the way through and out for a goal kick. Sacramento, a couple strong attacking moments early.
That's a nice little touch there by Werner. Can't quite get to it there for Formella. Nice little run to the far post.
There's Hunter Solt, rangy. Timbers Academy product himself. This is his fifth start of the USL restart. Splitting time there with Jake Leaker. And Solt was between the pipes the last time these two teams met. A couple of weeks back down in Sacramento. And he played a very strong match. 5 saves for him. including a crucial one early in the second half that was nominated for USL Save of the Week that helped keep T2 in it before Sacramento eventually found the winner. But Hunter Solt, very strong up-and-coming goalkeeper. He gets to start today. Aaron Malloy, first-round pick out of Penn State, wins here. And now Aiden Stanley, Carlos Anguiano, and Marcus Epps. Anguiano still looking to find Epps, deflected away. Jordan McCrary giving chase. Malloy, who got his first professional goal with Timbers 2 in the last match, deep into stoppage time. What a match that was, how it finished a week ago, right here at Providence Park against LA Galaxy 2.
That was another tight match. So many goals coming late in the game.
Out for a T2 throw on the far side. Yeah, we had 2 goals in stoppage combined between both sides, and we played 9 minutes of stoppage and then a couple minutes extra after that. And T2 was pressing for that equalizer throughout, nearly had it. But Galaxy escaped with the 3-2 win. And after a postponement over the weekend, T2 back on the home field this afternoon. They'll be at Reno this weekend. Carlos Anguiano, he's had an assist in consecutive matches. He plays upfield. Calixtro and Clapier. Now Epps sprinting toward the edge of the 18. Gets it to his right foot. Man goes down, and Epps is called for the foul.
Epps taking the ball down the line, as he's done so well these last games. I don't know if there's much there. Maybe he caught him with his hand. Epps is one of those players that can be argued he's been due for a goal.
No score here early, Sacramento and Portland on this Wednesday afternoon. Another left foot cross comes in. Now we'll sail through everything. And out for a Hunter Solt goal kick. The Portland Timbers 2 and Sacramento Republic FC have come together to recognize the fight for equality, diversity, and inclusivity by using the next minute and 46 seconds. From 7 minutes to 8 minutes and 46 seconds to honor the ongoing movement around social injustice and the need for positive change in our sport and in our society. What you're seeing here comes just days after the unveiling of the Black Players Alliance, an organization recognized by the USL and the USLPA with a mission to educate and empower its members to use their platforms to bring positive change to their communities. Hunter Schultz will take the goal kick, resuming play. Or we expect temperatures to get into the low 90s as the afternoon goes on. Slight breeze there, but playing on this turf in the conditions, that's a different kind of challenge for a player.
That's right. Even when we showed up, we were in the sun, and the direct sunlight is pretty substantial. It's a big difference between being in the sun and the shade here. You can see the shade on the far side of the field from us on that east side. I'd say it's a temperature difference of what feels like maybe 20 degrees.
Just a sliver on the far side, covered in shade currently. Both previous matchups between these two clubs, a difference of just 1 goal. Including back on August 8th when Sacramento visited here, it was an own goal that officially was the difference. This one trickles all the way into Hunter Schultz. Laura, we were here for that one about a month ago. Cameron Iwasa was hunting for his 50th career USL goal. He thought he had it, but Jake Leaker made a spectacular save. Unfortunately for Jake, it went off the crossbar, ricocheted back off him and into the net for what was officially an own goal, and that was the only tally of the match.
One of those 3 one-goal games between these two opponents. And it was a fantastic save by Leaker, and unfortunately, as sometimes happens, it came off the crossbar, made contact with him, and went in.
Here is Iwasa. Rodrigo Lopez. McCrary joining the attack. Too far for him. Mentioned Max Ornstall, our right center back. And he'll have a lot of communication responsibilities, as always, but especially so dealing with another new partner at left center back here, Isaac Homer.
Certainly one of T2's adversities this year has been changes in the back line, and many of them due to either the Ornstall red card or then injuries sustained by T2, which unfortunately have caused a number of changes, roster changes, that were unexpected over the course of the year.
Epps cuts central. Taken off by Lopez. Ornstall cuts off that big ball in the direction of Formella. Ashkanov Apollon getting the start. Flag stays down. Werner able to track it down in the box, working on Stanley. Cuts to his left boot. A one-time shot. Whoa, it sizzles over the bar. Great build-up from Sacramento and a positive quality chance here.
Well, one of those strong attackers, Werner, for Sacramento, giving that ball there to Skundrich, the player we focused in on at the beginning of the game. Skundrich more than capable of finishing that shot. That one barely off target.
It was Skundrich that had the equalizer the last time these two teams met down in Sacramento. Iwasa had the game winner. Hayden Sargis to Gomez. It's Gomez's second time appearing in this matchup with T2. He came off the bench back on August 22nd. Now he gets to start. Cross comes in on the ground. There is Isaac Homer clearing out. Now throw into Iwasa. Too heavy with the touch over the end line.
Nice quick look there on the throw-in. Of course, on throw-ins, there would be no offside call. There's no offside for the attacking team. If Iwasa gets a touch on that ball, it could be a very dangerous situation.
Don't miss a minute of the action in 2020. Sign up today and get alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Just search for Portland Timbers 2, then click on the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on T2's next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Sacramento much of the possession so far in the first quarter hour of the match. Lopez forced to play back to Rafael Diaz. Talk about how even these two teams have played. In fact, the last match Sacramento played was T2 about 11 days ago. They have been off since then. But in that match a week and a half prior, both teams equal in shots and equal in shots on goal. In one of T2's strongest performances of the season. Flag stays down as McCrary making a long run, and Sulte comes out to collect.
McCrary showing his speed there down the line, coming from that right back position. Early on in this game, you can see Sacramento using the left side, but really seems to be targeting that right side and using McCrary and Werner to create crossing situations.
Calixtro called off here. Skundrich has moved over to the left side, and he charges upfield. Gomez directing toward Apollon. Working on Ornstall. Apollon, a left-footed cross comes in low. Werner, just a piece, and Sulte recovers. Epps whistled for a foul for the second time.
Apollon with that left foot touch outside of his foot. He just sends that cross in. Formella making that run from the right side. Just doesn't quite get enough on it.
Lopez looping one over. Iwasa, and Ornstall is there, but only as far as Apollon. Corner of the box to the top. Werner. Apollon. Cross comes in low. Dangerous. Deflected over the end line. Will be a corner kick for the visitors. Action in the 6th.
Left-footed ball again. You can see that was Stanley on the far post working back. Otherwise, Formella there framing the goal. If he hadn't gotten back to that position, might be 1-0 Sacramento.
Well done by Stanley. Werner, touch with the left foot, now a right foot, and cross comes in. Solti a piece, bodies go down. Ornstall a slide, still Ornstall. Playing upfield, Clapier a touch, and he's trying to get the break. Well done by Gomez to fend him off.
For Clapier, that touch often works, but with Gomez there, you can see the speed. Speed matchup between the two was fairly equal.
Apollon's been busy on the left side. Now he takes in central. Formella. Malloy and Anquiano trying to make it difficult. Still Formella. Tried to play through initially, then realizes he's still on the ball in the box. And Hansen able to win a goal kick.
Shade to sun, sometimes hard to see. But Sult comes out. Makes some contact with the ball, and Ornstall after that did a good job to follow up, defending that corner.
What have you seen so far, Laura, with the first 20 minutes behind us? Sacramento has applied a lot of pressure. T2's been up to the task so far.
On the attacking side, as you see here, Sacramento looks to target Owasso Central, or they're playing wide. They're using Werner, they're using Apollon, sometimes Gomez, McCrary, they also use their wide backs. They use those players to get numbers and numerical advantage in the width of the field. They've done so pretty successfully so far. Been some very dangerous crossing situations for Sacramento. And T2 on the other side, they've generated a couple of chances. Not too dangerous in the final third yet, but as Epps gets forward and Clapier gets forward, start to target Calixtro a little bit more in that target position, start to generate some chances up top, maybe a little more frequently for T2.
That was Apollon whistled for the foul on Hansen.
We do see a tactical change here by Coach Knowles with Clapier and Epps switching sides. Epps goes to the right and Clapier to the left side of the field.
Skundrich goes to ground and a whistle. Republic will have the restart. McCrary making another dart up the far side. He's tracking a lot of ground here in this first half. Most of it in the shade on one of the few areas of the field. Has the benefit of that shade here early this Wednesday afternoon.
First half, McCrary and Formella a little lucky with the shade on the side. Certainly different demand on your body when the temperature is a little bit lower, and they get to take advantage of that shade this half, but next half they'll be in the direct sun.
Another corner kick won by the visitors. Werner left foot in swing, has some air and some carry. It's Hunter Schultz all the way. That's a toss. Carries over Epps. Diaz plays at his feet.
Don't see that strength all the time. It was a great throw.
Anguiano in the center circle. Apollon trying to get in front of Hansen, but it's Hansen that wins. Apollon goes to ground. Anguiano now central. To the left side, Stanley brings it down. Opelon's now recovered, as you see. Still back to Stanley, the Duke product. One of the key contributing factors in his first full professional season in USL, Aiden Stanley. Epps now, as Laura mentioned, on this right side. Isaac Homer slides in front of Awasa. Now Cameron Awasa with some space. Formella into the box. Out to Werner. Finds the captain Skundrich. Lopez. Werner once more with Stanley there. Left foot cross comes in. Header on frame. Bounds up and over the bar. Rodrigo Lopez with a moment, and we're still level.
Nice patience and possession by Sacramento here. Ending with this header. Just barely misses the frame there by Lopez. Crossed again by Werner. Solt certainly had it covered with that height.
See the advantage in shots. 3 for the half, all to the visiting side. A notable attacking piece not in the 18 for Republic, Carlton Belmar, the former Skundrich. Hayden Sargis brings it upfield. Finds Lopez. Lopez with some space. Anguiano there, though. Skundrich on the ground over to Werner. Working on Stanley. Trying to go outside of him. Stanley tracks with him, but it's still a corner won by Sam Werner. And a 3-0 visitors advantage in corners this half.
That's a really fun matchup so far this game, and probably will continue. Stanley and Werner, two very strong, quick players. Stanley playing on the left for T2, and Werner coming down that right side.
This time a right foot outswing. Calixtro with a header to clear, up to Epps. Marcus and McCrary, a lot of speed between those two. Still Epps. Still Epps on McCrary. Left foot cross, central to Clappier. He has it, tries to turn on goal, sends it high and wide. First shot of the match for Portland Timbers 2.
Epps with that nice first touch on the turn, get downfield. That's a race between him and McCrary. Epps trying to take the lead there, cut inside. Getting that ball in to Clappier, but sets it up on his left and skies it.
You mentioned the tactical switch from a few moments ago with Epps and Clappier switching sides, and they combined for the first shot of the match for the home side. Formella on the other end of it through, whips across in, now Apolon a shot, goes side netting the whole way. Sacramento pieces another attack together here as we move into the half-hour mark.
Well, there you see Formella again on that right side. The cross. Just can't quite get around it there. Seen a number of crossing opportunities, just missed the frame for Sacramento.
Salt did well to have that near post covered. Hornstoll wide to Homer. Sacramento with much of the possession right now at 65-35 advantage in the opening half hour. And a handful of opportunities at the net, but T2's defense has been up to the task so far. We're on level ground as we hit the first half hydration break at Providence Park. Scoreless, Portland Timbers 2 and Sacramento Republic FC. Laura, much of the possession in Sacramento's favor, but T2 has been up to the challenge. Moments from Salt, moments from the back line as well. What have you seen so far in the opening 30?
Not surprising, given the design of T2's defense versus what Sacramento's trying to do in attack. T2 appears to be very content in the middle third. If Sacramento's in possession in the defensive end of the field, they'll keep possession. T2 will sit back. They'll be patient, forcing Sacramento into the wide channels. Sacramento's done a good job of taking advantage of those wide channels, getting a lot of crosses off, but the product from those crosses are a lot of shots off frame. Sacramento needs to start to put those shots clearly on frame and make Salt make some saves. On T2's side, in transition, they've got to get forward. They've got to get numbers forward. Their best attack has been through Epps in a counter when he played the ball across to Clapier, who then put the ball off frame. So T2, maybe in the first half, they're looking to keep it tight with the score lines that they've had early in the season, and they've been tightening that. They've had 1-goal games recently. In the second half, or excuse me, after this water break, T2, if they're able to spring some forward, they may get a good shot, a good opportunity off the counter.
We'll take a brief break and be right back with the final 15 minutes of the opening half. Scoreless from Providence Park, T2 and Sacramento Republic FC. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back inside Providence Park. Alongside Laura Schott, Judah Newby. Final 10+ minutes or so of the opening half, post-hydration break. T2 looking for its first points of the campaign. Sacramento Republic, with a result, would be able to keep pace with Reno at the top of Group A. From a discipline standpoint, 7 combined fouls so far between the two sides. 4 for Portland, 3 for Sacramento, but no cautions. Sargis, a big ball, going for the left side. Hanson's there. Throw in for the visitors in the attacking half. Matt Mahoney getting the start alongside Sargis at center back for Republic. Mahoney started in the first matchup between these two teams, came off the bench the second time around, relieving Hilliard Arce. Here's a ball in toward the ground, dangerous with a touch and big right boot clearance. But it's still Republic with Mahoney. Werner on Stanley. Left-footed cross. Hanson up to the task. Does go over the end line. Corner kick. 4th of the half for Sacramento. And the first time that it comes on this near side. Short to Skundrich. Lopez. Around Anguiano. Left-footed clearance, or cross, I should say, but there's Junior Villegas. And it wins a T2 throw. Villegas, another Academy product. A lot of Academy talent getting quality experience with the T2 side in the restart. Including that man, Isaac Comer, on the ball now. Left boot sends it forward. But Gomez collects. Formella turning. Stanley denies initially. Still Formella, but now Homer. And he clears upfield. Ball has been at the feet of the visitors the majority of the match so far. And Salty the whole way. Whistle here, T2 an opportunity, the restart of the attacking half. Villegas thought about playing quick, instead we'll leave it to Ornstall.
Ornstall we saw earlier in the game. At the onset, he hit about a 70-yard ball. He's got a lot of length on that ball if he needs it.
Anguiano sliding, Clapier, a chance on goal. Ended up playing it in toward the box for Calixtro, and then Malloy gets on it, but puts it well over.
We've seen this a few times this season. Anguiano, T2 is so dangerous when he's on the ball. It's a nice ball through. Looking to cut it back there for Calixto. Just doesn't quite connect. Malloy tries to follow.
Another good chance for T2.
And with possession being the way it is, it might be opportunities like that throughout the match. And T2 will look to capitalize on. Apollon around Hansen, in toward the box, left-footed cross comes in, sliding. Homer. Well done by the youngster to clear. Anguiano. Awasa trying the right side. Formella, Homer there. Tell you what, we've called Isaac Homer's name a good amount, and for your first start with T2, he's been solid. Epps making a long run, and he's got it. Cuts around Gomez, cleared out over the end line.
It's exactly what you want to see from Epps. That speed, his aggressiveness in that final third. T2 really benefits when he gets on the ball.
Anguiano, the chief serviceman for Portland Timbers 2. First cross, or corner kick of the half for Portland. Anguiano takes it, travels in. Rafael Diaz sees it, takes it out of the sky.
Looked like a similar, maybe same corner that Anguiano connected with Ornstall in the previous game against Galaxy 2 for the goal.
That was Ornstall's first goal of the season. Anguiano has now assisted in consecutive matches. Coming into this one. Big ball to Werner. Werner cutting in on Stanley. Corner of the box. Now a left-footed strike. Oh, it just goes wide. Werner getting more and more comfortable from that left side.
Got the long ball, Werner here with the aggressive touch across the 18-yard box. You see there, barely misses that far post, maybe by a foot. Sacramento's had a lot of chances in this first half, but very few of them on frame.
Apollon working with Hansen. He's out for Timbers 2 throw. As we enter the late stages of the first half. Sacramento, much of the possession, much of the quality chances. Nothing to result so far. T2 hoping to keep it that way. Deflection on that cross. Working in toward the box. That is out for a corner kick. On the road, can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, and Rodney Marsh. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week, along with action from MLS, the Premier League, and the UEFA Champions League. Sirius XM FC, channel 157 on your Sirius XM radio and the Sirius XM app. Nothing immediate from the corner, but still, Skundrich, ball comes in, and a punch from Hunter Salt to clear. Only as far as Lopez. He tries one on the left boot. Calixto denies. Actually, Homer on that far side. Continues to do well in his debut half with T2. Epps, a step over, another. Gets to his right boot to the corner of the box. Now works inside, to the left. Epps, Calixtro. A lot of English on that, but Calixtro able to settle. Malloy. Epps and Malloy. Skundrich. Captain clears. Only as far as Hansen. Harold moves central. Calixtro. Malloy slides one through. Diaz collects top of the 6.
Nice little look from Malloy. Ball just bent in the opposite direction. Perhaps he wanted it to. Travels into Diaz.
3 minutes. First half stoppage. Werner is now switched to the near side. Ball played in, Awasa ahead. And Sulte able to collect. What have you made of Hunter Schultz in goal, his 5th start? Been splitting time with Jake Leaker. This is his 2nd time getting to see the Sacramento club.
Well, he did a very good job first go-round with Sacramento, and today he's taken crosses very well, which has been important. But in terms of shots from Sacramento, he hasn't had to see much on frame. It'll be interesting if Sacramento's able to put those shots on frame, what he's able to do.
Calixtro sliding through the box toward the near post. Diaz saves it out for T2 corner.
It's really nice to see Calixtro get that shot off a little bit faster. In previous games, he's hesitated at times or taken too many touches inside the 18-yard box. If he's able to get his shots off a little bit faster, maybe we see him put one away today.
Anguiano's 2nd corner, plays short to Epps. Marcus cuts to his right boot, crosses one in on the ground, makes it to the top of the 6. Formella clears out. T2 throw. Gomez and Sargis able to clear. Ornstall rising high, keeps it in the attacking half. Anguiano and Hansen. Villegas a hurdle to be out of the way. Anguiano to the left side, it comes for Stanley. But Skundrich on it and plays it up. Awasa now with some space. Apollon toward the edge of the box and sprinting back. Looks like Villegas to help clear away and out for a corner kick. Corner number 6 of the half. Werner's taken the majority of them from that side with the left foot in swing. This will be another one though for Lopez with the right boot. Liner comes in, Mahoney in the area, but it carries over him. Clapier clears upfield, and that'll do it for the opening first half here at Providence Park. Still scoreless, T2 and Sacramento Republic FC, Laura. Boy, T2 has done well. Sacramento with some chances, with much of the possession, but we remain level.
I really like what T2 has done defensively coming into this game. They've been a little bit more patient. They've forced balls into those wide channels, and while Werner and Apollon and McCrary, just to name a few for Sacramento, they've been able to get down the line and send crosses. they haven't got a lot of production in terms of shots on frame. So T2 hasn't had to weather a ton in terms of shots on frame. Defensively, they've done a good job. And coming into half at 0-0, that's a big step for them, especially with the changes they've had in the back line.
Well, it's been a great previous two matches between these two clubs. It's been a great first half so far of this third meeting between Group A rivals. We'll bring you first half stats and the second half action in moments as well. Level ground, T2, Sacramento Republic from Providence Park.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
Lapa flicks it up for Brett. It's an outstanding combination, and a winning combination at that.
Now out wide to Aiden Daniels. Daniels one-on-one, steps away from the jam, curls and scores!
6 bodies in the box to aim at. Flipped and saved by Parker.
There's a chance now. Opportunity, finds the back of the net. Stavros Zarakostas.
Our first McDivitt corner kick of the second half, and there's another save from Abe Rodriguez. What about this show from the goalkeeper?
Into the box it goes. It's Ortiz on the half volley, and Charlotte take the lead.
He'll step into it over the bar, and he scored! Great shot by Cuevas as he sent it over the wall.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
Scoreless opening 45 minutes. Should be an action-packed second half as well between Portland Timbers 2 and Sacramento Republic FC. A little midweek matinee action at Providence Park. Let's take a look at some highlights from that opening 45 minutes. Laura shot. It was an exciting one. A lot of action from Sacramento early. Sam Warner had a busy first half.
Yeah, fun first half for both teams. There you see Warner on the ball, takes that touch with his left foot, sets it for Skundrich, who just barely misses that post, aiming for the upper V.
Corner kicks aplenty for Sacramento as well.
That's right, the short corner there from Lopez. See it coming in. Not quite sure if T2 was able to deflect it there, and there Ornstill goes down on the tackle, make sure that T2 clears that ball out of danger.
26-minute Rodrigo Lopez, a big chance here.
Yeah, nice ball again from Warner. That ball bounces just a little high again, barely off frame. Another good chance.
Against the run of play, Marcus Epps and Dyson Clappier combined for a big moment for T2.
Now we mentioned Epps has been just doing a great job getting down the line, creating chances, and here he goes again. Just coming inside a McCrary there, plays the ball into Clappier, who takes that first touch, kind of sticks on him, tries to get it on frame, but sends it high.
After the hydration break, Sam Werner, he had 2 shots in that opening half, and that was just wide.
Yeah, Werner, he's been just dangerous with that left foot, and again, looking to bend the ball in frame. Misses again by inches.
Hunter Schultz, a clean opening half from him, and he did well to track a lot of these crosses.
Yeah, the ball from Skundrich. Schultz comes out, punches it out of danger, away from goal, and he did that a number of times that half, dealing with crossing situations and doing a very good job.
So we're still looking for our first goal. Sacramento is 7-4 advantage in shots, but still a goose egg in shots on target, while T2 has one. Still possession comfortably in favor of the visitors.
It's been very clear in the match. Sacramento has had most of the possession. T2 has looked patient in defense, allowing Sacramento to keep possession in their defensive third and the middle third and forcing them wide. So the possession line there really isn't a surprise coming out of that first half.
Storylines out of the USL Championship as we continue to wax on with the restart. Tampa Bay Rowdies, exceptional year for them. They're on the edge of playoff clinching.
Absolutely, Tampa Bay could become the first team to clinch playoffs today in their match. And we are at the halfway point of the USL schedule with 6 teams or more, or sorry, excuse me, 6-win teams. 6-win teams really at the top of every group in USL. And the 4s, Colorado Springs, Switchbacks, and Austin. Colorado Springs with 4 goals in the first half. Austin coming back with 4 in the second half. Game ending in a draw.
Gotta love this league. Some exciting action.
You don't see that very often.
No, you do not. No, you do not. Getting ready for second half action to commence. We're underway now. Sacramento moving from left to right as we see it. And Portland Timbers 2 right to left from Providence Park alongside Laura Schott. I'm Judah Newby here on ESPN+. Sam Warner on the right-hand side, and he quickly crosses one in. Apollon nearly got to it. It tracks past him and out of bounds for a T2 throw.
Seems out of halftime, Sacramento may be happy with that decision to attack the wings. Warner again getting another great cross off.
Same group for both sides and from the opening half. Taking the field for the second half, Rafael Diaz playing at his feet. He had the lone save opportunity of that first half with 1 shot on goal, and it came from T2. Here's Cameron Iwasa. He was off, though. Max Ornstill did well to track back and take it off Iwasa, but one of the top USL attacking players was offsides. Mark Briggs' club. What do you think he's looking for out of his side here in half number 2?
Well, they were dominant in possession that first half. They did a good job attacking those wide channels as they do. Really, the missing component for Sacramento to take the lead in that first half was finishing off of the crosses. So in the second half, Werner with that early cross here in the second half, they're still looking for that finishing off the crosses and the opportunities through the wide channel. If they get that, they'll go ahead in this game.
Attacking half throw for Portland. Forbella playing to the near side, Werner. Working on Stanley once more. Long dribble into the box. Stanley wins and Werner fouls him. You mentioned it, Laura, but that has been a good battle to watch. And the 2.5+ matches now that we've seen these clubs tangle.
There you see Werner. Werner with his speed. But countering that, Stanley with his speed. That's why that matchup is so intriguing. Stanley's going to be a difficult defender for Werner to get around.
Be interesting to see how both coaches utilize their bench in half number 2. Familiar name to T2 supporters, Villian Bijev, part of the 18, available to come off the bench. We know his attacking prowess from his time here in the Rose City. No Carlton Belmar in the 18 though for Republic. Anguiano goes down. Skundrich might get our first caution. We'll get it here in the 49th minute on the Sacramento captain.
Anguiano taking a nice touch to his left side. Skundrich knew he was beat, just pulls him down there really with a professional foul. But true to form, cards come out in the second half. We've seen this a lot.
Ornstall. That's McCrary heading out with Stanley there. As for Cam Knowles, what do you think he's looking for in this second half from T2?
T2 did a great job of forcing play wide in that first half, not allowing shots on frame. And so in this second half, really it's more of the same. If you can prevent shots on frame, it's hard for the opponent to score. So really in the counter, choosing times wisely to go forward, it's going to be the key to win for T2.
Oh, well done, Junior Villegas here. Epps was looking to find Anguiano central. Intercepted. Pinballs around midfield, and Republic settles. Apollon goes down from Ornstall, and it does draw the whistle. Restart in a dangerous area for Sacramento. They'll take quickly. Cross comes in on the ground. Ornstall, though, there. Villegas tried to play back to Hansen, but Iwasa intercepted and wins a throw for the visitors in the attacking third.
You really haven't seen that much today from Villegas. His passing percentage in the first half being excellent at 100%.
That was his first giveaway. Whistle's been busy here in the opening 6 minutes of the second half. Errant ball, though, off the restart. Apollon, Hansen, Harold again. Clapier working hard to bring that one into the attacking half, and it's played out for a T2 throw. Isaac Homer to Ornstall. Homer, the 5th new center back partner of the restart for Max Ornstall. But he's played quite well in his professional debut with T2 up from Academy. Another whistle. Fans, make sure you follow Portland Timbers 2 and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. McCrary cutting in, and Homer clears upfield. Extra, Clapier, Epps with space. Epps working on Mahoney. Epps, top of the 18, onto his right boot, turns a shot loose. Diaz saves. May have been a deflection in there as well. Big ball. Owasa tracks it down. Man with 50 career USL goals. Now Werner slides too far for Lopez, out for a goal kick for Hunter Solt. This match feels a lot like the first time these two teams met. That was a 1-0 final. An own goal in the 12th minute was the only tally back on August 8th. But Sacramento led that one 11-5 in shots, just 2-1 in shots on goal, and came away the victors on the road. Now here's Clapier working in toward the box. Gomez does well. Hansen joining the attack. Oh, place into no man's land. Anguiano and Malloy both there. Up it comes. Oh, flag is up. Mark Briggs can't believe it. Timely flag for T2 as Owasa was off to the races.
Owasa here with a nice bending run, very close. May have just been behind the T2 back line when the ball was played.
Formello with space into the attacking half. Here's the Werner-Stanley battle again. Right foot cross, whipped in. Homer clears over the end line. Solt appreciative of that effort. It will be a corner kick.
Seen Werner with the ability to go left or right. Here he chooses right, tees it up. Good job by the T2 defense. Not let that ball cross the frame of the goal.
Now corner number 7. Werner whips it in. One header clears over the end line. It will be another corner, the 8th of the match, this time on the far side. And Lopez will track after this one for a right foot and swing. T2 looking to bend but don't break. Thematic of the match so far. And we will have in a moment our first substitution, and it does come here. And making his T2 debut, Tega Ikoba, just turned 17 years old a couple of weeks ago. He's got speed for days, and he debuts here. Comes in toward the top of the 6. Foul called on Republic. And Lopez's in swing just carries the fray. Solt sends it forward, but Tega Ikoba, he'll play the top of the formation. He's got some exciting potential, Laura.
A lot of speed, very athletic, has some great youth experience. Be really fun to watch him pairing up with Calixtro on the T2 front line.
And you hear nothing but good things about his character and attitude to the game. Humble kid, comes in, works hard. And both he and Hunter Solt were with the first team down in Costa Rica preseason, getting some quality training opportunities with Giovanni Savarese's first teamers.
Experience like this for Ikoba, for Solt, professional games, traveling to Costa Rica with Portland Timbers. Nothing replaces experiences like that. Youth getting to play with professionals in great environments.
Villegas that came off the field with the Ikoba coming on. Stanley wins the first ball. Epps, Ikoba into the box. Left foot cross comes in. Diaz knocks it down. First significant touches for Tega. Werner. Right boot, left boot. Slides to the top of the box, but Anguiano cuts in front of Formella to deny the opportunity. Epps into the attacking half. Wanted to find Ikoba, but Mahoney cut it off. Werner, Lopez, too much.
Back and forth right now from both sides. We're seeing some good runs from attacking players, but that final pass is just a little shorter, a little long.
Werner. Werner, left foot, cross toward the top of the box. Headed away. Anguiano. Now Ikoba making life difficult on Sargis. Diaz having to play at his feet. Now Sargis cutting upfield. Hornstall. In front of Awasa. Skundrich the second ball though. Gomez joining the attack here. Awasa slipping through Apollon on Homer. Apollon loops it. Werner near post. Goes central, one-time shot. Stanley clears away for the moment. Lopez follows and it goes over.
What a tremendous sequence there for T2's defense. You see them getting up slowly.
So much going on here. See Homer there, standing up on defense. Shot here comes in from Iwasa. Stanley goes down. Lopez then, again, not able to get it on frame. So many opportunities there for Sacramento, but weathered so well by T2.
Oh, Aiden Stanley has had to work so hard this match, and he's done very well. It looks like it is Homer being attended to by the training staff now. And how about Stanley? Native of just outside St. Louis, played as an amateur with St. Louis FC and collegiately in Durham, North Carolina for the Duke of Blue Devils, 2 years. Before deciding to leave early and join USL Championship Portland Timbers 2. And this is his first season as a pro at this level. Players from both sides using the opportunity to hydrate. Cam Knowles Laura relying on a lot of young players coming up from academy, earning the quality minutes, but so far really all season, and specifically this match tonight, this afternoon rather, his youngsters have been up to the challenge and have performed quite well.
They've really weathered some storms, and you can see the growth of the group over the course of the first half of the season. And we were talking about it earlier. Really seems that midfield core for T2, Malloy, Anguiano, Villegas just went off the field. They've been doing a great job in possession. It seems like they've gained some confidence over the last few matches. With Anguiano, has had a couple assists. He seems to be turning forward a bit more now than he did early in the season, starting to play really clever final balls. Gonzalez getting a finish off of one of those. Malloy getting a goal. And as you start to build assists and goals and score lines are a little bit tighter, you can really see the young players gain some confidence for T2.
Gomez taking Clapier deep in the attacking third. Lopez plays to no one. I see Homer still with a little more stretching after being looked at by the training staff.
First half, we saw Calixto playing, as we have in previous games, as really a lone target striker central in the field. And the second half, it appears that Epps is pressing a little higher. Koba coming off the bench, he's pressing a little higher. Clapier is starting to sit a little higher. So maybe in the second half, T2 will start to take a few more chances on the attacking end. I'll tell you one thing I really want to see is the combination of Epps' speed and Akoba's speed here on this left side.
That is a lot of turbo between those two players. Certainly Cam Knowles hopes to see the same. Solt sends it forward. Formella. Werner. One-time looping cross through the six. Solti sprinting and sliding to clear up to Clapier. He was looking for Anguiano, but Skundrich wins for Sacramento. Mahoney looking to send Owasa into the box. Carried him too far, and Solt alertly comes out. Anguiano around some pressure from Lopez. Stanley Akoba gets on it on the left side. Anguiano edge of the box. Malloy now. Epps. Anguiano. Homer was looking for Epps. The Republic deals with it. Calixto pressuring. Lopez wanted to do better. Finding Upland on the left side, but it was Hansen there. Anguiano center circle. And Clapier unable to control. The USL's elite pre-professional platform, USL Academy, allows clubs across the USL to build a pathway to pro soccer by bringing together top local youth talent. Following the success of the first Academy Cup events, clubs can now apply to participate in the USL Academy League, kicking off in spring 2021. For more information, visit usl-academy.com or search hashtag USL Academy on social media. Pace slowing just a bit midway through the second half. Clapier joining Epps, pressuring the back line of Mahoney and Sargis. Mahoney, up it comes. Owasa tracking with Ornstall, but it's out for a T2 throw, defending third. Saw a lot of Werner being targeted in the attack for Sacramento. Last couple of moments, they've been going for Owasa. Gomez up the far side. And toward the box around Hansen, but he goes to ground. And Solt recovers. Epps was making a run up the left wing, trying to beat McCrary, but Solt chooses to let his team get upfield. Well, Villian Bijev is set to enter this match. The next opportunity. Dangerous attacking piece off the bench for Mark Briggs' club. A longtime former T2 player. Goes out for a Sacramento throw. That's the cue for Bijev. And he'll relieve Darius Formella. Anguiano. Clapier able to draw the foul on Lopez. Be a restart for Portland. thought about taking it quickly. Farhad Dadko says not so fast.
Here, Anguiano on the ball, just a short little ball there. Tries to split the defenders. There you see Lopez coming in a little late.
Anguiano over it. Plays near to Ornstall. Now Hansen working on Apollon. Hansen shoulders him off and breaks it into the box to Calixtro. Got it onto his right foot. In toward the corner of the 6. Diaz lets it travel over the end line. Goal kick. Republic with the advantage in total shots, 10-5. But Sacramento remains without a shot on goal. McCrary, the overlap. Werner plays to Skundrich. Captain near side. McCrary, one-time cross. Stanley deflects high into the air. Salty picks it out.
A change of pace here with McCrary coming around, looking to send the cross for Sacramento, and Salt does a good job of taking that out of the air.
Now Bijev's first touches. A clap here. Able to intercept. Now T2. Malloy, the first round pick. Working against Bijev. Up it comes, Calixtro, flag stays down, he tries to touch it around Diaz. Diaz hit it with his hands well outside the box, looking for a call. Farhad Dadko says it hit off his right shoulder and he waves it off. Wow. Deflection over the end line will result in a corner kick. What a moment here, Laura.
Oh, here we see that long ball in. Calixtro getting on the end of it. A bit hard to tell, but Diaz does turn. Could very well have taken that ball off the shoulder. What a difficult situation for Diaz and the way he handled it. To turn your body there at the last second and try to take that off your shoulder rather than coming with your hands, it's not an easy thing to do.
You see him, yeah, great work by our camera crew seeing that gesture by Diaz. We'll get another look here.
Homer recognizing that that back line's high, and Calixtro tries to pop it over him, but Diaz turns, takes it off his shoulder, upper back there. Not necessarily an easy thing to see or get right. And the referee certainly was on top of it in that situation.
Well, you see, Laura, what's on the line. The standings of Group A for Sacramento. Sitting on 19 points. 2 shy of group leaders Reno at 21. We've obviously got to see Reno here at Providence Park from a few weeks back. As we'll take a look at the standings as they currently sit. Reno, that's who Timbers 2 will face on the road this coming weekend. And Sacramento Republic trying to do all they can to overtake 1868. How do you feel those two compare with one another at the top of Group A?
Stands out to me is that this group has stratified. The top two teams are sitting at 21 and 19 points, and the bottom two teams are sitting at 7 and 1. And I think that might be an error.
Yeah, I think it's in real time as it sits right now.
Oh, so they've added in today's game. So if this game finishes as is, that would be the current point total.
And Timbers, too, hunting for that first point of the campaign. They continue to play Sacramento so tough in this restart. This match has been no exception. Diaz, the big moment outside of the box off his shoulder. What do you got to be looking at here, Laura, in the final 15 minutes or so?
If I'm Cam Knowles, if I'm T2, I am keying in on the fact that against the Galaxy and in the past we've given up some goals late in the game and off of restarts and out of water breaks. So these next few minutes are vitally important to keeping T2 in the game, keeping the scoreline even.
It'll be a corner kick from Anguiano. Goes near side to Epps. Epps around Lopez, right-footed shot comes in off of Bijev. Stays down, McCrary. With Anguiano all over him. McCrary plays up, but Epps gets it. Cuts back corner of the box again. This time Skundrich deflects it away. McCrary sends upfield. Epps again. Yacoba. Clapier. Epps. Edge of the 18. Congestion. He dribbles through. He's tripped up. And we're going to get a yellow against Epps. For a moment, thought we could be going to the spot. Farhad Dodko calls the opposite.
Epps here cutting the ball back to his left on his right foot. Difficult to get around defense there with Mahoney. Epps looked to be avoiding contact. Card may be a little bit harsh, but nonetheless, Dodko sees that perhaps he was embellishing that moment.
Now each side now has picked up a caution. Skundrich early in the second half, and now Epps for Portland. Sacramento actually with 2 yellows. Rodrigo Lopez and Drew Skundrich. Clapier does well to work around Gomez. Speaking of the card, comes out for Gomez. 3rd for the visitors here in the 81st.
Yet to have a game where we don't have a flurry of yellows in the second half. Here we see getting around the edge, gets the advantage, and taken down. Can't disagree with the call.
Julian Chavez relieves Sam Werner here in the 82nd minute. Werner, who's been so active in the attack for Sacramento, comes off here.
Assuming that's an opt for fresh legs. Werner's done a good job creating crossing opportunities for Sacramento throughout the match.
Hansen to Clapier. Malloy just goes wide. That seemed to be built out of just about nothing, but a strong chance from Malloy.
Clap here, nice little weighted pass there. Just puts a little touch on that ball, and Malloy, first time. Gets enough on it, but just doesn't get around it.
Malloy picked up his first professional goal. T2's last match with Galaxy. Big run from McCrary, finds the freshly entered Chavez. Awasa turning, top of the box, had it on his left foot. Homer took it off, clears up toward Epps. Mahoney and Chavez work to win. Chavez, patient. Near side into the box, right-footed cross, didn't get much on it, but enough to deflect off Stanley and win a corner. Also, Mario Panagos on for Sacramento. Left foot in swing from Chavez. Takes a skip toward near post. Back to Chavez, he'll send it back in. Awasa flags up. Hunter Solt will send forward. Boy, Portland has played so solid this afternoon. Panagos, Chavez, Lopez, Bijev, space, edge of the box. Cuts it in past Hansen, sends it wide. Five minutes and stoppage remain. Sargis carries in the attacking half. Wide to Bijev. One-on-one with Hansen. Into the box, whips it in. Solt the whole way. You know, Cam Knowles says one of the next steps of a young goalkeeper's development is to make things look routine and to get that consistency. And Solt has had moments today that he's looked calm and in control for the youngster.
Solt's done an outstanding job taking crosses today. Don't believe we've seen him bobble or drop a single one of them against a Sacramento side that attacks the wing and looks for those crossing opportunities every chance they get.
Skundrich, Panagos. Awasa, oh, Panagos gets in and puts it past Solt into the goal. And that is the first of the match late. Sacramento finds it, 1-0.
Ball comes in. Iwasa does a nice job just to set that ball. That run across the box there by Panagos. Clever little run. Not a lot of space. There was a gap. Does an excellent job to take advantage and put Sacramento up 1-0 late in the game.
The late sub for Mark Briggs, able to find the back of the net. And break the scoreless tie. Calixtro on it. Malloy finds Clapier 20 yards out. Epps, a lot of bodies. Clapier, Calixtro. Goes to the feet of Diaz. Now we saw T2 get a goal deep into stoppage. In their last match with Galaxy 2, they have shown resilience. In every match this year, they will not go down quietly. But now hunting for the equalizer late this afternoon. Gerardo Duran all set to come on as an attacking piece, relieving Isaac Homer. How about the debut for Homer in the back line?
Homer's been impressive today. Overall, a lot of his time has been spent ball winning and clearing balls sent in by the Sacramento side that's so skilled at getting the ball wide and putting the ball in the box. And for the most part, he's gotten on the end of balls, cleared balls out of danger, done a really good job for that first start in the T2 back line.
The substitution was offense for defense for Portland. Sacramento sensing that, bringing up some pressure. Now Hansen for Ortega. His long strike goes wide. Ortega Ikoba making his T2 debut. Haven't yet seen the stoppage number, but we're about to. There you go. Long run from Gomez here. Wanted to play central for Bijev, but it was behind him. Duran able to intercept. Calixtro into space. A lot of action on that ball. Clapier able to bring it down. Dyson to Epps. Epps possesses, brings it in toward the box. Deflects to Malloy, now Duran. Too much for Malloy central. Out for a T2 throw near midfield. Duran fresh on the field. Sends it in toward the box. Ikoba and the vicinity, but well over him. T2 wanting a deflection. And they do. They'll be out for a corner kick on the far side, initially ruled by the far side official to be a goal kick. But Farhad Dotko overrules. Fourth corner of the match for the home side. Anguiano to take. Hansen will join. Anguiano lines it in. It goes, and the shot into the back of the net. Yes, it's good. A goal. Dyson Clapier has equalized for Portland Timbers 2. And it's 1-1 in stoppage. Dyson Clapier in his first start, from briefly traveling to Akron. No fall season, comes back to T2 and secures the equalizer here and stoppage time.
That is an excellent response from this young emerging T2 team. Very similar corner to the same one Ornstill scored on in the previous game against Galaxy 2.
And why not? Looking for another. Duran for a Koba through, cleared out for a throw. Three minutes into the 5 of stoppage. Boy, what a result this would be for Portland. Still looking for more.
In these final minutes for T2 to secure their first point, got to work back on defense, make sure to plug holes.
Skundridge crosses it in. Over the end line it goes. Corner kick for Republic. Lopez, right foot outswing. Salt, a punch. And Duran shouldered off by McCrary. Nothing from Farhad Dodko, the referee, sent back in toward the box. Malloy able to clear. Duran still down. Lopez. Bijev into the box, plays central, no one at home. Big clearance from Stanley. Gomez.
See Coach Knowles in these final couple minutes trying to secure the point as the back he was for this organization.
Here's a shot, and it curls near post at the death. Another sub goal. Julian Chavez, and that's how it finishes. Unbelievable. Fans, follow Portland Timbers 2. And don't miss a minute of action in 2020. By signing up today, get alerts all year long. Follow your club on ESPN.com. Search for Portland Timbers 2. Click on the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on T2's next match. Go to ESPN.com and click follow for your club. Unbelievable moment at the death, Laura.
So unfortunate for T2 here in the waning minutes. But Chavez there tees that up on his left foot. Cutting inside and comes off hard. Salt seems a bit caught off guard in that moment, not able to get his hands to the ball.
And that's how it finishes. Sacramento Republic with the full 3 points. And it was the two subs, Penagos and Chavez. In the waning moments of this one, Chavez at the death to give Sacramento the win at Providence Park. What a match full of drama. We'll return in a moment to break it down and look at final stats. 2-1 Sacramento wins it. no shortage of drama on your midweek matinee from Providence Park. A flurry of goals in the final 15 minutes, including one at the death for Sacramento to win it 2-1 and claim all 3 points. Let's take a look at some highlights from that second half. 62nd minute. T2's defense up to the challenge just about the entire way.
Yeah, here we see that spin inside from Gomez, and Iwasa plays that ball into the box. Nice chip cross. Has happened so many times for Sacramento today. And then just a scramble. It's Iwasa. Ball finally flies over the net, but a lot of good chances there from Sacramento.
This in the 75th minute, just before a hydration break. Pleased for a handball on the goalkeeper Diaz, but upon second look, Laura, Diaz did quite well.
Yeah, Calixto gets on the end of this, and he looks to chip Diaz. Diaz, though, turns his back, does a great job not to use his hands outside the box.
Attacking moment just after the hydration break. This was whistled and ruled a caution on Marcus Epps for the yellow card.
Yeah, Epps here clever on the ball as he is. Tries to cut between two defenders. Attempt to draw the foul, but instead, referee believes that he embellished on the play and gives him the yellow.
Dyson Clapier, the weighted pass for Aaron Malloy's one-timer. This was a good opportunity.
It's a brilliant little weighted ball, and Malloy takes it first time. Doesn't put it on frame. If he gets around it, that could be another goal for T2.
And it was a flurry of moments, starting with the sub Panagos, able to score in the 87th minute, just a minute after entering the match.
Here you see Iwasa's experience paying off, setting that ball, that short little ball to Panagos. Was able to finish.
But T2 would respond in stoppage time. Orange still directing a header toward Clapier.
Yeah, similar corner that we've seen from T2 before. Orange still now setting that ball back across the box. Clapier does a fantastic job to get his left foot on that ball and slam it home.
And it was 1-1 in the 93rd minute, but in the 95th at the death, Chavez passed Solt for the winner.
Chavez, substitution on the day, gets the game winner in the last seconds of the game.
And that would be the very final play. 2-1, Sacramento claims all 3 points. Laura, they only had 2 shots on target, both coming from the substitutes late, both coming in the final 8 minutes of the match, both finding the back of the net.
We talked about it at halftime, right? Sacramento was creating a lot of chances, but they weren't putting them on frame, and if they were able to, they might be able to put them away. And as we see, they come away with 2 goals on 2 shots on frame.
So for the moment, Sacramento tied with Reno at the top of Group A on 21 points. Let's take a look at what's next on the schedule for Portland Timbers 2. And we're going to go on the road starting this weekend at Reno 1868. Group A leaders now finding themselves level with Sacramento.
Matchup with Reno coming up for T2. It's going to be interesting. Top of the table versus bottom. But T2 will look to bounce back from this late loss today.
It is all Group A action on the upcoming schedule, except for the September 16th meeting with Real Monarchs SLC. Mark Briggs' former club and his current club, Sacramento, able to claim 3 points here at Providence Park. Every time we come here, Laura, it is drama to the very end. This afternoon was no exception. On a beautiful Wednesday in Soccer City, USA, T2 fights hard. Republic at the death claims all 3 points. 2-1 is your final. Portland Timbers 2 still in hunt for the first points of the campaign. For all our production team, for Laura Schott, I'm Judah Newby. Thank you so much for joining us on ESPN+. We'll see you next time. Portland Timbers 2 in the USL Championship.
The cast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.